And here we go. Okay, can everybody see me? Thumbs up. And hear me? Thumbs up. Perfect. That's awesome. Okay, so we're gonna start in a happy twist. So we're gonna fold your left leg in and then bring the right over. We're not gonna twist with this. We're just gonna work at relaxing. And then we're gonna put our hands in prayer hands. And remember, at any point, if you need to do a variation, make sure that you do that. I just have a couple of sentences that I'm going to read while we are in the happy twist legs in prayer hands. Throughout our lives, we will go through the processes of opening new info, integrating it, and stabilizing our worldview. No sooner will we have reached some kind of stability than it will be time to open again to new information, which is destabilizing. Now I'm going to have you switch legs. Get yourself back in the pose. If we see ourselves as surfers riding the incoming waves of information and inspiration, always open and willing to attune ourselves to the next shift, we will see how blessed we are to have this opportunity to play on the waves and most of all, to enjoy the ride. And then we can release to a regular, comfortable cross legs or wherever it's comfortable. And then if you have a strap, if you have a towel or a belt, just grab that. You can put that in your right hand. And if you don't have any of this, no problem. Just do it without. So the right arm is up, elbow to the ceiling, and then with the left, we're going to come around and grab that piece of whatever you have. If you don't have anything, just have your hand on your back. Idea is to get your fingers to connect. That doesn't happen very often. We're going to follow our breath. Ensure that you are breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Releasing that left and the right, and then switching the strap to go in that left hand, elbow is to the ceiling, and then bringing the right all the way around. Noticing possibly a difference from side to side. Continuing with your breath. And then gradually release your right and left. Back is straight. It's like you're sitting against a wall. Top of the head is long. Top of the head is to the ceiling. So you should feel a good stretch in your neck. And relaxing your arms, your fingers. Inhaling through your nose, belly expands. And exhaling back to normal. Relaxing your jaw. And your shoulders are away from your ears. And if your eyes are closed, opening them, bringing your shoulders now up to your ears, holding, and then release. And then one more time. And release. I mentioned this last week or the week before, whatever week it was. To maybe pay attention to your shoulders. It's so easy, even if you're not tense or you're not stressed, sometimes just to hunch over and bring your shoulders up feels good. So maybe just take notice of that. Having those shoulders down really helps your shoulders a lot. Now we're going to come to all fours. And getting yourself situated. Drop our belly and then open your chest. Think about lifting your heart. And then we're going to release this. We're going to bring our shoulders up to the ceiling. Activating your shoulders, maybe even trying to squeeze that pencil between your shoulder blades. A little tension on the tops of your feet. Releasing back down to cow, dropping that belly. Lifting your heart, opening your heart. And then back to cat. And back to all fours. Taking that right leg long. So think about your toes pointing forward, your heel to the back right now. Stretching out your calves. And then we're going to roll up on just on the tops of your toes. And then we're going to bring our heel back. So we're rolling up to your toes, heel to the back. One more time, up. And heel to your back. We're going to bring that right knee to match the left. And maybe giving yourself a little space to the side. Bringing the right leg all the way out, right from your hip. And then we're going to be on that big toe side. We're going to half circle it all the way around. So it's coming to the opposite. Folding that knee in. And then coming back into the stretch that works for you. If there's any areas of tightness, remember to breathe into those areas. And then coming back up to your hands. Extending that right leg out, and then we're going to half circle all the way around again, and then fold that right knee to match the left. Left leg comes out long, toes are forward. Bring that heel to the back, feeling that calf muscle. Mine must be tight because I really feel it. Then rolling up to your tippy toes. Back. And back up. That heel comes back. And one more time, rolling up Releasing, that left knee matches the right. And then we're gonna bring that left leg all the way out to the side. And on the big toe side, we're gonna circle all the way around, coming right back into a stretch. Whatever's good for you in this stretch, remembering variations, it's what it's all about. Coming back up to your hands. And then we're gonna lengthen that left leg out, circle all the way back around, and then match that left knee with the right. Toes forward, coming to down dog. Pedaling it out if you need your calves stretched anymore. Bending your knees if you need to, maybe moving around a little bit. Bending your knees. And then we're going to bring that right leg forward. So we're going to bring the bottom of the foot all the way down. We're going to come into like a 90 degrees of feel here. And then bringing yourself up, making sure that that right knee is right above that right ankle. And then swiveling that left knee. And if you need cushion on that left knee, go ahead with that. So now we're going to turn to the left. Our hips are going to be to the left. We're going to bring that right arm up and then just slightly over. Dropping that left arm, bringing the right up, and just come to where it's a comfortable stretch. You might feel it in your inner thigh, you might feel it in your left hip area. And then coming back, that right elbow on the right knee. And then think about your spine pretty straight. We're not gonna really get stretched over too deep. You might even want to put your arm up, you don't have to. Trying to get space. And paying attention to your breath, getting some good inhales and exhales. And then we're going to bring that left arm down. We're going to pivot that left knee back and then come into down dog. And again, you want to move around if you feel like you want to do that. Feel free to do that. Usually feels pretty good. Or if you have any tight areas, down dog, you will feel them. And then bringing that left forward and dropping that right knee so that left leg is at 90 degrees coming up. Swiveling that right knee. And then your hips are to the right. So yep. You're doing good. And then we're going to bring the right arm up and then slightly over. And then we're going to drop that right arm down and then bring the left up. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit of a bend. I don't want too big of a bend going this direction. Kind of feels like we could almost be in a pretzel. Now we're going to release that left elbow goes to the left knee. Trying to keep your back pretty straight. Sometimes it helps to bring that arm up. That will help lengthen. Giving yourself space. Paying attention to your breath. And then that right arm comes down. We're going to swivel that right knee back. And then we're going to come to all fours. And then we're going to come to a plank of your choice. Heels to the back, top of the head to the front if you're on your toes. If you're on your knees, making sure that you are nice and long. Coming to our knees and then all the way down and into a cobra. I want your arms close to your body, trying to relax your body right now. I know it's hard to do. Our chin is down. Think about lifting your heart and then gradually bringing that chin up. Work at releasing your back. And if you have any really tight areas and this is too much, come down a little bit further. And release. Plank. And down dog. Walking our feet forward, right to our hands, staying right here, into a full forward. Wherever you're comfortable with your hands on your elbows, maybe your ankles, maybe under your toes. Keeping your knees bent as much as you need to. We're going to lift up a little bit higher to a straight back. Again, we're thinking of lengthening. On your next inhale, we're going to bring ourselves up. Bring into mountain pose. Next inhale, arms come up. And exhale, arms down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, straight back. Inhale, fold forward. Exhale, straight back. And inhale, back up to mountain pose. Coming into a tree pose, I'm going to turn this way. We're going to balance on the right leg. Now, you can use any variation you want with a tree pose. I'm going to add one that I've never done before. So you're going to work down through that right leg and wherever that left wants to be, bringing that up. And then try, you can do anything you want, and the more I talk, the more I'm off balance. But bringing that left arm up and the right arm down. Think about your tailbone to the mat. And if you choose, you can turn to the right slightly and look up, only if you choose. Following your breath. And then releasing, left arm comes down, left leg comes down. We'll just go right into the opposite, and then we'll be done with the tree pose. Remembering any way you want with this. So rooting down through the left, bringing the right up. Right arm is up, left arm is down, just for a variation. And maybe turning to the left and looking up if you choose. And then release. Right arm, right leg. Nice work. Good job. Mountain pose. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling to a straight back. Inhaling, hands to the mat to plank. Heels to the back, top of the head to the front. Lifting your belly up slightly. Getting 3 more good inhales and exhales. One more for good measure. Slowly lower. Coming into a cobra or an up dog. Listening to your body, listening to your back. Toes forward to down dog. You're gonna bring that right leg all the way up. Bringing it forward, coming into warrior one. Planting that left foot down. Nice little bend in the right knee. Think about that left hip, forward. All toes are on the mat, heels. We're gonna bring our arms up. Remember to drop your shoulder blades. Bring those fingers up, as high up as you can get. Bringing our arms down, lower body stays the same. Interlacing our fingers behind us, dropping those shoulders. Gonna come to a humble warrior. Our lower body stays the same. We're gonna gradually think of a straight back, nice and long. And wherever you go with this. Maybe your fingertips are all the way up to the ceiling. Maybe it doesn't work, and just release them. And then release them now if they're not already released. Bring yourself back up to warrior one. Arms are down. Adjusting yourself to warrior two. Hips are to the left. Arms are up, shoulders are down. Maybe looking at those right fingertips. Getting good breath in and out as your chest is nice and open. And then to a side angle, that right elbow goes to the right knee. That left arm comes up. Nice straight back. You might want to go further with this if you want that right hand to come down. Feel free to do that. Then we're going to bring that left hand down. Both hands come to the mat. You're going to rotate that left foot back and come to a plank. Heels to the back, top of the head to the front. Lifting your belly just slightly. And looking ahead of your fingers. Slowly lower. And cobra or up dog. Down dog. And we're going to go into this sequence probably 3 times. I'm going to do that with our breath. This is just such a good body warmer. So inhaling to start. Exhale, plank. Inhale, lower. And exhale, up dog. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, plank. Inhale, lower. And exhale, up dog or cobra. One more time, inhale, down dog. Exhale, plank. Inhale, lower. And exhale, up dog. We're going to hold it right here. Nice work, everybody. And down dog. Couple breaths here, catching our breath. Lifting that left leg up. And then coming all the way through to warrior one. You're gonna plant your toes in the mat. Nice strong movement. When you're ready, bring your arms up. Arms are down, interlacing our fingers. Come into humble warrior, lower body stays the same. Gradually, think about a straight back. Gradually with that back nice and straight wherever you're at. And releasing our hands, coming back to warrior one. And adjusting to warrior two. Arms are out. With those left fingertips. And then to side angle. And again, any way you feel like you want to go with this. I'm going to rotate. We're going to bring that right hand down so both hands are to the mat. Rotate that right foot forward and then come into a plank. Down dog. I'm going to release the left hand. And then bring it on the right quad, the right shin, or the right ankle. And if you choose, you can turn and look up under your armpit. And paying attention to your breath, getting some nice deep breaths in and out. And we're going to release. Bring that left hand down, we're going to release the right, doing the same. And release, right hand comes back down. Walking our feet forward to our hands, coming into that fold forward. Straight back. And then the next inhale, all the way up. We're going to come into the goddess pose, so our feet are going to be pretty wide. And then we're going to squat back, making sure that your knee is pretty much over the ankle. However deep you can get that way. Back is straight. Then we're going to start in goat postures. Maybe even a little back bend if you choose. Just a little one there. Got a lot going on right here. And then back to normal and arms straight out. You can get deeper into this pose, feel free to do that. Prayer hands, pressing those palms. Shoulders are down, they're away from your ears. A couple more good breaths in and out. Releasing our hands, gradually coming up. Good work. Heel toe back together. Right foot is forward And the left is back, warrior one. Arms are up. And to humble warrior. Warrior one. Warrior two, adjusting. And side angle. Releasing that left hand. Hands to the mat, rotating that foot into a plank. And down dog. Left forward, warrior one. Humble warrior. If you have your hands together, think about your palms together. See if that works. And then releasing, coming back to warrior one. And warrior two. Adjusting. Side angle. Rotating our hands back down. The last plank. Make sure you're listening to your body. Slowly lower. And all the way down. And bringing our arms right out to the side, right from your shoulders. You need cushion under your chest, feel free to do that. Bringing that right leg up and over, our shoulders should stay close to the mat. This is a scorpion. And then repeat. And reverse. And release. To all fours. Widening our knees, bring our toes together. We're going to bring our lower body into house pose. We're going to keep our upper body up like this. And a couple good breaths in. And then gradually lower all the way down. Softening your back. And to all fours. Rolling our toes forward. And this is called a tabletop hover. Gradually bringing your knees up just a little bit. Strong shoulders. and then down. Coming straight back, keeping your chest up. And back up. Toes forward. One more tabletop hover. And release. Work. So if you can sit back on your heels, and we're going to interlace our fingers and bring your palms forward, dropping the shoulders, pressing out long out. If you can, bring those palms to the ceiling. And if it works, to come over to the right just slightly. Center and left. Back to center. Your hands. Hands to the mat. Into all fours. And into cat. Get those shoulders up, top of the head down, belly is in. Kind of gripping the tops of your feet into the mat. Strong shoulders, fingers are all on the mat. And then to cow, softening up and dropping the belly. But keeping your heart lifted. One more inhale, exhale. Finding a spot on the wall, we're going to come to legs up the wall. So if you don't have a wall, it looks like everybody here tonight does. But if you don't, find a couch or find a chair. Take a seat. And slide here. Try to have whatever side you're on that hip really hugging the casing or the chair or the couch, and then your knees not down and then bring your legs up. I like to be about 6 inches from the wall. Everybody's different shape of their spine. Making sure that your legs are comfortable, that your knees are bent. And if you've been on your feet all day, this is great for your feet. Now, wherever our arms are, think about your palms facing the ceiling. And maybe your chin is slightly down so your neck is nice and long. This is a good one for your heart. It doesn't have to work quite as hard. And there's a whole list of things that legs up the wall is good for. Few more breaths in and out. Wherever your arms are, releasing them, bending your knees, rolling to one side, and bring yourself up. Coming back to your mat. Taking a seat. And then slowly lowering yourself all the way down. Our feet are hip width apart, close to your hips as it's comfortable. And then coming into a bridge, hip points towards you, gradually bringing yourself up, and then lengthening your knees forward, maybe even your hands underneath you on the mat. And again, want your neck long, so think about that chin down just slightly, if it's not already. Slowly releasing one vertebrae at a time. Bending the right knee in. This is a reverse pigeon. You're going to fold that bottom part of your leg and then cradle it with your arms. Wherever that left leg and foot want to be. Maybe keep it on the mat, maybe lift it, lengthen it, wherever you get your best stretch. I'm going to lower that left leg if it's not already on the mat, and then release the weight. Drop our knees down to one side. Back up to center. To the opposite. Back up to center. Then one more time, drop. Up. And drop. And back. Bending that left knee in, coming into reverse pigeon, cradling the bottom part of your leg. And then wherever you're comfortable with that bottom foot. You're going to probably notice a difference from side to side. And bring that right foot down and then the left. Dropping your knees to the opposite side that you started last time. Back up. Drop to the opposite. Back up. One more set. Back up. And again. Bring your knees, both knees up part way. And then straighten that bottom part of the leg. Now, with your arms, I want you to think about grabbing the bottoms of your feet. The main thing is that your arms are straight. And I want you to push your feet into your hands. Soles of the feet together, knees to the side. Or you choose to have your hands either along your side, maybe behind your head. And if they're behind your head, think about your thumbs, kind of giving yourself a little massage, or if you have anything tight on your neck, work that area out a little bit. focusing on your breath. And again, if there's any tight areas, breathing into those areas. And then releasing this, bringing the bottoms of your feet on the mat, lengthening them long, and maybe even coming into a star pose for a little bit, angling those legs to the side and staying together. And if you are into the star pose, just really span your body for openness. And looking at that breath, getting that to everywhere in your body. For the final pose, feel free to stay here or wherever you're comfortable. Any pose that is the best for you. Getting into that breathing rhythm that works for you. Releasing any tension left in your body. And if you need to go into a variation pose to get everything released, feel free to do that. We're going to start at our feet. Releasing any tension. Relaxing. Our legs. Arms. Your back. Neck. Face. And lastly, your heart. Moving your toes, moving your fingers, waking up your body. Bring your feet to the mat. rolling to the right side. Stacking hip and stacking. And when you're ready, gradually bring yourself up to sitting. Back straight, hands are in prayer hands. Dropping your chin just slightly. Stretching that neck, it should feel good. Eyes are open or closed. You cannot inquire if you are anchored in a belief. I'm going to say that again. You cannot inquire if you are anchored in a belief. Together, arms up, inhale. Exhale, prayer hands, chin in the chest. Namaste. Thanks